Asian pork chops is on the menu here at the Young's house, and I am so excited to show you all how to make it and how to make them taste delicious. When I tell you, this has got to be one of the most simple recipes there is out there, but the recipe is packed with flavor. I'm talking about if you love flavor, you're gonna love these pork chops. Now, you don't just have to use pork chops. You could use a boneless rib if you wanted to, like those Southwest ribs that don't have a bone in them and they're already cut for you. You could also use like pork pieces or a pork steak, okay? So this recipe is so much fun. Here's what you're gonna need. I have the pork chops, all right? You're gonna need fresh ginger. Don't try to use the powdered ginger. You need fresh ginger, all right? You need some beautiful green onions, fresh. A nice fresh piece of garlic, not the kind that comes in a jar, packed in the water or the oil. Use fresh if you're making Gina Young's recipe. Okay, now typically back in the days I would use a red dye, but you know we're getting away from those dyes, right? And so I'm using some ketchup, and we're not going to use a lot. It's for flavor. When you use the ketchup, you're adding a flavor to it. But it's more for color. Okay, I got some sugar. We're going to be using your favorite soy sauce. It can be the low sodium soy sauce. And in my pan here, I really just have enough oil so we can fry these pork chops up. Make sure your hands are clean. Let's make Asian pork chops that taste amazing. Let me tell you the spices. Garlic and onion powder and some black pepper. I hope y'all are having a great day today. And if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this here recipe. How many of you love pork? Y'all, I love pork. I don't think I would even be able to be one of those people that say, I'm cutting the pork out of my diet. You know, I don't know, because I love bacon and I love some pork steaks and I love pork ribs. Like, I'm not the one. I like pork. Okay, so listen, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to move these around and we're going to give them a nice season up. And I want to let the temperature of these pork, because they're really cold right now, I want to let the temperature come up to like room temperature. That way when they cook, they're going to cook up nice and juicy. What I always like to tell people is, no matter what meat it is, it doesn't matter if it's pork, if it's chicken, if it's turkey, if it's beef. I always let the chill come off. Let it hang out on the counter for a little while, and it cooks up better versus you take it straight out the refrigerator, you start to cook it. For some reason, it cooks up dry. Okay, so now here's what we're going to do. We're going to season it. We're going to let those seasonings seep down into this beautiful pork for about 12 minutes. Let's go ahead and season our pork chops and give them some great flavor. Don't you be that person that's afraid to season. If you are, it ain't going to have no flavor. All right, I'm going to put a little cut into the pork chops so they don't bubble up in the pan like this, because I want them to lay flat in the pan so we can get a nice char onto them. Now this recipe, because it has ketchup and sugar in it, it's going to get like that charred color. That dark color is what we're looking for, and that's going to be flavor. So don't mistake that dark color for burnt, because it's not. I want you to know that it's flavor. That's what we're looking for. So now that I got it nice and cut so it doesn't bubble up, we're going to season. Let's season, give it some great flavor. I'm going right in with the black pepper, just like so. There we go. I can't wait. My mouth is salivating already. Stomach a rumbling. It's been a while since I made it, and my family has been begging me to make it, so here we are. Okay, lovely. That's garlic powder. Because these are thin, I'm just going to season one side, okay? And then we're going to do onion powder. Gorgeous. We're going to let this set over on the counter for 12 minutes. Here's where that Asian flavor that we all love, when you think of Asian pork chops, here's where it comes in. Fresh ginger. Not the powder kind. I do want to stress that. Okay, and then we have some lovely garlic here. The skin just came off for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to slice it. Put like 3 or 4 slices. Get a big piece, okay? You see we have that, okay? And so I'm going to put it right into this bowl here, because we're going to let our pork chops marinate in this amazing sauce, and this sauce is finger looking good. I'm talking about you're going to be licking your fingers, okay? So now here's what we're going to do. Super interesting with our ginger. Just slice it. You don't have to peel it. When you're using ginger, you never really have to peel it. At least I don't, okay? So I'm going to use this whole thing, okay? Oh, I love the smell of ginger. It's like the best smell ever. Put that right into the bowl. Super interesting, right? You bet it is. And then I got some spring onions. Some of you may call them green onions. Okay, and so we're gonna do this. All right, that right there goes into the bowl as well. Okay, now this part of the green onion, let's chop it down nice and small. We're gonna use it for a garnish, but not only is it going to be the garnish, it gives a great taste. Okay, so let's chop them down just like this and set them onto a little plate. Let the spices seep down into that beautiful pork for about 12 minutes, and they're at room temperature. Okay, put about a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half of ketchup right in. Okay, lovely. It's going to bring a great color and amazing taste. Okay, we're going to use some sugar. Now the sugar balances out the saltiness of the soy sauce. Okay, and you'll notice that I didn't use salt on the pork chops because soy sauce is going to be our salt. Okay, so I'm going to put some sugar in. That looks like a lot, but it's not, trust me, especially when you see how much soy sauce we're getting ready to use. And there's where the balance comes in at. Okay, so let's go ahead and give this a nice mix. Okay, and I'm going to stir this until the sugar gets nice and silent. That means the sugar has dissolved. Time to put our pork chops into this lovely marinade. I'm going to be honest with you. Because I'm doing a video, I'm not marinating mine's long. But if this wasn't a video, maybe I'd marinate it for about an hour or longer. Right? So however you want to do. Okay, so we're going to, let me get them in there and then I want to show you something. Because I'm going to take these vegetables. And I want to put, can you all see that? I want to put those vegetables on top. I want this meat to just soak up all of this lovely flavor in here. And it's going to happen. Take a look at what it looks like. This is what it's going to look like. You're not going to take this and put it into the refrigerator. Just set it on the counter. If you want to cover it up, you can, but you don't have to. Now, I like to serve this recipe with a nice fluffy bed of rice. I want to hear from you all. What would you like to serve this recipe with? Would you serve it like with dumplings? You could. You could serve it with fried rice or even a buttered noodle, quinoa. Let me know how you're going to serve this recipe when you make it. Pork chops has had plenty of time to marinate. Okay, and this smells so good. What we're going to do, we're going to take some ginger, as many pieces or as least pieces as you want. We're going to put it into that oil. I know, it's just enough oil to coat the bottom of the pan. We are trying to create a flavorful oil that these pork chops are going to go into. And how we're going to do that is putting in this fresh garlic and the fresh ginger. That's why we didn't chop the garlic down. Now, once the garlic and the ginger get super brown, you can take it out. Always leave the ginger in, but I will take the garlic out after it does its job because it'll give like a funny taste, okay? So let's get that flavor into the oil. Look at this. It's simple. Show you this piece of garlic. It's done its job, so let's get rid of it so it doesn't burn. But leave the ginger in there for great flavor. Okay, everything's a little smoky, and that's what I'm looking for. Let's go ahead and put this right in. Make sure you kind of, let that excess drain off. Right into the pan. That sizzle means we're moving in the right direction, okay? I'm going to cook this on a medium-high heat. Okay, and like I said, we're going to get a nice, beautiful char onto this. I am excited. Is your stomach rumbling? Let's talk about something really interesting. But first, let me show you. This is what they look like, okay? So now, this right here, this is all good stuff. This can be turned into a sauce if you want to, and I'm going to do it. I don't always do it, but I'm doing it today. So now, if you were taking a marinade and you wanted to use it and turn it into a sauce, you would have to bring it up to a boil. Bringing it up to a boil is going to get rid of any bacteria that may have came from, your raw meats. So once you bring it up to a boil, then you can use it. Okay, so I'm going to put it on this part of the stove. We're going to heat it up until it comes up to a boil, then we'll turn it off. And then when these are done, we're going to drizzle this lovely sauce that the green onions, the ginger, and the garlic puts into the sauce. Drizzle it all over your pork chops. Yum. Take a look at this. When I tell you this sauce right here is the boss, it is so tantalizing. It is so delicious, and I'm not kidding. So now that we've brought it up to a boil, it does thicken up by itself. we're just going to set it aside for now. Listen to me. You can see I turned that one over. How gorgeous is it? Yes. All right, let's turn the other ones over. Look at that. That's the char that you want. Now, if you have a whole lot of oil in this pan, you're not going to get that color. Okay? You're just not going to get that color. Look at this, baby. Yes, yes, and triple yes. I'll show you how I like to present this, okay? We are going to take these, okay? And I like to shingle them on top of each other on a long plate and just put it in the middle of the dinner table, okay? All right, so let's grab this one first. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? That right there, that looks good. Look at this. Juicy, caramelized, charred, sweet, and savory, and just everything that your taste buds is looking for. This is it. Oh my goodness. My husband is all excited about this, and I am not kidding. This is a recipe that he goes absolutely wild over. So now, if you want, I don't know if you guys are eating this ginger, absolutely you can. It's great for you, right? And it tastes good. So now, here's what we're gonna do next when I come back. So once we shingle our pork chops just like so, all right, now you take that nice thick flavor right there. Oh my goodness, you can decide to leave the ginger and the garlic out, but I'm gonna do that, but I will be adding these green onions. They taste amazing. This right here, and whatever's left over, you use that and you put it all over your rice, all over your potatoes or your noodles or whatever you're making. This right here is good stuff. So now we're gonna finish it off with green onions. If you wanted to use some sesame seeds, it's gorgeous, you know. It really drives through with that Asian, you know, flavor. Look at this, let me show you. I mean, it's absolutely amazing, y'all. Let's taste it together. I'm excited, you're excited. I'm going in. You hear me? You know what going in is? What I'm about to do right now. Oh, the pork chop really just cut like butter. Oh my goodness. I'm about to drag it through the sauce, y'all. Take a bite, I'm going in. So good.